I see blessings.
But who knows?
I mean, no one look too serious if I wanted to come to makeup party.
You see yourself in my eyes.
Hi, my name is Amy Pratt. Is that okay?
My name is the Crazy One. It's okay.
Just leave it.
Ever wanted a space where you can feel free and express yourself without holding back? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right. Welcome to Real Talk.
Hello guys, my name is Henry Kalama Jr. and I'm reporting live from one of the IDP camps. I'm just kidding, but maybe that joke was way too soon, but the thing is, I'm also a victim of the flood. Not like it entered my house per se, but the environment, the road, the pathway leading to my house is flooded, so I can't afford to put on shoes, so I'm wearing flip-flops, as you can see. I'm wearing flip-flops. Now, away from that, I want to say this one quickly. I'm reaching out to those persons that have been affected by the flood. I mean, the flood has basically shown no mercy, whether you're rich, you're poor, in one way or the other, you've been affected. If your house was not flooded, a couple of persons must have come into your house to seek shelter. Or in one way or the other, you must have reached out to some persons that have been displaced, maybe financially, maybe you've donated some health relief materials, I don't know, but we all have been affected in one way or the other. So I hope, by the grace of God, we can come through or come away from this one not entirely skated. On today's show, we'll be discussing the issues surrounding this flood. I won't say why it started because that's sort of political, obviously, like it's an open secret, but I'm going to delve into the way we have reacted amidst this whole flood season. Some persons have used this as an opportunity to be introspective. Some persons have practiced what they call altruism. Not to get all religious per se, but I think this is the best time to practice altruism. That's if you've been an asshole all your life, this is another platform for you to actually get a clean slate by helping people affected by the flood. Without further ado, let me introduce you guys to the real gang. These persons have been affected, as you'd find, because they couldn't make their way down to the studio. So I've asked them to do their recordings at their various locations. So this is going to be a very funny watch. I must warn you guys, so stick around and let's see their faces. This is the real gang. Should I say the real flooded gang?
Hi, my name is Esther Arite Monday, but you can call me Arite.
I'm Annie. I own a brand in that artistry.
Yo, my people, how on a day? I hope you're doing good. My name is Yoey Samira Benjamin, aka Benny S. I'm an artist, I'm a cinematographer, I'm a video editor, I'm an actor too, and I'm a media consultant. Yeah. And you're welcome to Real Talk.
Hello, this is Terry Banks, your TV presenter, red carpet host, and your favorite VJ, and you're watching Real Talk. Don't touch that dial.
Hi everyone, I am Barrister Priye Toyinbibi, a legal practitioner and an entrepreneur.
My name is Ruth Ibijili. I'm a media personality.
Yeah, as you can see, they couldn't make their way down to the studio, so, poor lights, poor sound, and blah, blah, blah. This is what you get from the flood. Okay, again, my thoughts go to the victims of the flood, those lives that have been lost, those persons that have lost people. I pray you find solace in the arms of God. Not like you're supposed to die, but I pray God comforts you. That's what I mean. Don't take me out of context, please. I know those independent fact checkers are busy with their thumbs and trying to bash me, but I mean no harm when I say that. Now, back to the issue at hand. How has the flood affected you? So I'm going to let this real gang tell us their experience so far. And I stumbled upon a post on Facebook recently amidst this whole flood debacle. The person said some persons have been trying to do interstate knacking. Now, I'm not very sure what that is all about, so I'm going to let the real gang, or at least one or a few of them, explain what interstate knacking is all about. So do well to drop a like, leave a comment, and this is Real Talk, baby. I'll be right back.
I am personally not affected by the flood, but putting myself in the shoes of those that are actually affected, I swear it is not a pleasant one. I think it is the most terrifying thing that could ever happen to anybody. So, believe me, everyone affected by this flood is extremely greatly affected. Triple times affected. Emphasis on the word affected.
How God has affected me. So I've literally not gone to work for like 2 weeks. I work at the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. I'm not going to work for like 2 weeks. I mean, I got a call yesterday or this morning saying there's no need for me to come to the office. They had increased the break for the flood. So I mean, it's been hard, transportation, everything. I miss going to the studio. Like I miss going to the studio. I have friends at the studio. Hey, Kalama Junior. Hey, Mr. Mav. Hey, Frida. Hey, Anto. Hey, Lazo. Hey, Benny. Yes, a lot of things that I wish to do that I've not been able to do. Visiting friends. I mean, I can't literally put my leg inside the water. The cost of everything has really increased.
How has the flood affected me so far? It has affected me in so many ways because the price of things have gone high. But we thank God, we move regardless.
Physically, mentally. Yeah, let me start with mental. Mentally, the things I used to do before that gives me peace of mind, I think the flood has somehow restricted it. Let me give an example. And spiritually, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that. But physically, I think it's the transportation. From my home down to work. Before it used to be 100 naira. Right now, it's 200 naira. And so if I forget anything at home now and I want to go back home to go get it, come back, that means I'm spending roughly 800 naira. And the people don't want to even open the police station.
I got a taste of the flooding some weeks back when it rained for more than 6-7 hours, basically straight up rain that day. The road was filled up with water, entered my house, like my furniture, everything was covered with water. I just thank God there was no light that day. So I had to leave the house. My mattress was soaked. Everything was completely soaked. I had to leave the house. Even when I came out, there was no keke. I had to walk down, like inside that water. You don't even know what is swimming inside the water would be. The water was like on my knee level, and I had to put up at a friend's place at night. I was displaced.
So far so good, the flood has affected me. Well, I won't say it got to my house, but the road leading to my house, that's my street, the whole street is flooded, and the water is up to the waist region. So yes, I had to move out, and it's really crazy.
For me, I don't know about others. I enjoy waking up in the morning and going to work. Right now, we are on flood break, so I've been home all through. Then, no more TGIF, no more Shalaye. Because by the time you calculate the money for food stuff and everything, which one you want carry? Say you want to go drink one bottle. No way. Shalaye is on hold until further notice, until everything goes back to normal. So, and then I can't really eat what I want anymore. I have to eat what is affordable. What's that saying? When the desirable is not available, the available becomes desirable. So now I'm eating the available things and not what I really, really crave for. And then I have not been able to see my parents because there's no road. That really breaks my heart. I've missed them so much.
Okay, normally I like working, so I think it's the work aspect. The flood has really stopped many things, like schools are on pause. Those people that want to be doing one program or the other, like organizers, they can't organize any show or anything in this period. So as a cinematographer, those works are on pause. So I think the routine this flood is actually spoiling for me is going out there to cover and to do what I love doing.
The part of their daily routine that I think would be mostly affected will be for the business people going out for business, students going to school, and then for ballers going out to ball. Basically, I think all's fair of their daily routine is being affected greatly. Once again, greatly. Emphasis on greatly.
Okay, all part of my daily routine has really been affected. I don't know. I go to work. After work, I go to the studio, and I get back home and I lay in my bed if I'm not doing something. every of my routine has always been indoors if I'm not out visiting friends. So daily routine, I don't think so. I'm an indoor person. Yes, I don't think so. I don't know, maybe going out to meet friends. But I don't have friends.
I mean, I like hustling. Being on the streets is the new vibe. Yes, there's work, but then you just have a whole lot to do. So my business has grown good, getting to interact with people, communicate with people, everything just is for the meantime. So, I mean, for me, it's not just my own time.
My advice to everyone affected by the flood is please hold on, be strong. This too shall pass. I know that it's not even easy putting up with someone, the comfort you get from your own house, you can't get it from someone else's house, no matter how close you are. So I can imagine the discomfort for those that I saw some people sleeping under canopies. It's not easy, mosquitoes and everything. This too shall pass. This is an experience and it will be a story to tell tomorrow. For those that lost a loved one in this process, God comfort you. I can't imagine the pain you're going through right now, and I pray God heals everyone that is hurting from the demise of a loved one, and that God will strengthen us to get through this hard time. Love you.
Well, my advice for those affected by this flood, I want to believe a lot of people have taken precautions already to secure their properties, and try not to eat too much if you're the foodie, because I don't need to tell you, when things like this happen, people hike the prices of things unnecessarily. Well, I also understand their own situation. Transporting goods would cost them more because and all that, but then, well, let me not digress. Like I said, people must have taken precautions to secure their properties and limit your food and water intake, and this too shall pass sooner or later. Not later, sooner. This shall be over.
Advice for the flood victim: we're very sorry that you were affected by the flood. I mean, I was affected, so I had to leave Agudama to grandma's place, grandma's special place, and yes, please be safe. Don't go out recklessly, please. When I mean recklessly, you go out to swim when you know you can't swim. Putting yourself inside the water. I've actually put myself inside the water though. It was fun. But I did where I could actually pull myself up in case something happened. Just be careful. There are a lot of dangerous things out there inside the water. Like, be careful. And I mean, it's like the water is going down right now. So if you are going to start cleaning your house, be careful too. There might be creepy things inside it.
Okay, my advice for those persons that have been affected by the flood, I think for the tenants, I think this is the right time for you to go out there, scout around, look at the areas that the flood did not affect. Yeah, it's not everybody that's going to see this video. So since you're seeing the video, it's the right time for you to just go around, go around, look for those areas that the flood did not affect. And when you're ready, back to those houses, back to those areas, you move to those areas. And for the landlords, I think this is the right time for you to actually gauge this water. If there's money, I think it's better for you to raise your house, or any other person that wants to build house this period. After this period, I think this one has taught a lot of people sense, as in innovations. You have to build your house, raise it to a particular height before you build the house. From the lintel, you understand?
To those people affected by the flood, I mean, it's not easy. I have to talk about mental health. Mental health at this point in time is very important. One thing is to leave your house, and leaving your house not because you feel like leaving your house just because of a natural disaster. It's not a good thing at all. My heart goes out to them. I'm also affected, but my heart goes out to them. And as humans, we have different ways of taking or reacting to things. So if you're affected by the flood, truly and greatly, my heart goes out to you. Just stay safe out there, guys. Just be good.
With I how has the flood affected long distance relationships? Every time, man. You people will not leave man alone. I don't know. I'm not in a relationship. So I don't know. Long distance relationship could be friends. Kalama Junior, Benny, Frida. I mean, I miss you guys. That's what the flood is doing. I'm not seeing you guys in a while. I mean, that's my relationship. Yes.
First of all, for you to be in a long distance relationship, you should be able to abstain from coitus for a very long time. Long distance relationship. Secondly, this flood never reached better 3 months. So what's your call? How far? Take a chill pill. Well, if you are in an open relationship, like we have, open marriages, and you and your partner, you have an outstanding understanding, and you are in the mood. Wait, Shebi, this is rated 18 because I don't want anybody bashing me. I'm trying to express myself freely. And you're in the mood, sure, you tell your partner, guy, babe, you're not here. I feel like, having coitus and there's somebody around. Feel free. But if you're not in an open relationship, you wait. You need a cute person, or you guys can phone sex. Yeah, you put the person on the video call and you talk, and then there's some touching, some mushy feelings, and what have you. So one way or the other, you'd find a way past this whole flawed long distance relationship thing.
So the effects on long distance relationship is the fact that you both are not going to be seeing each other often like before, especially the example, those people who stay in Amasoma and the other person is staying in Port Harcourt. First of all, the road in Amasoma has been cut off and the road to Port Harcourt too is somehow flooded, and there are some complicated issues out there. So these are the period you just pipe low, hold yourself, calm down, because you have to be calming down. Like, it will not take long the flood to go, so both of you can still see each other. Nobody say you're going to die because they've not seen the person for 1 month. So you know what I mean.
That's something I cannot relate to. My boyfriend is here with me, but I have friends that have partners outside the state, and right now, now it's as if we are cut out from the other part of the world. So, well, for those that are doing long distance relationship, seeing has become a problem. You understand? I think now you just phone call. And there was a time that the network servers were down. So I wonder how they were coping. You understand? Even me that was here, so I could not reach out to people, not talk of someone that has a partner outside the state. So I think basically seeing is as in affected, and even if you can see, do you have the money? Imagine somewhere you're going to with 2,000 naira on the door, you are not spending almost 10,000 naira for just going. Me, I'm anti interstate knacking, anti. Well, I know I did it some couple of years. Do you know the fear when you're inside a vehicle and you're going to collect something the Lord told you to abstain from? Then I used to travel 5 hours and I will read all the Psalms on top fornication. Like, God, I beg, let me not die on this journey. How do I explain? So it's not something that I like. After that, I know do. But for those of you that are indulging in it, well, I wonder if it is worth the risk, because especially now that there is flood, some persons still cross the 7 seas even though they can't swim, follow the bad roads just to go and collect. Imagine something happens to you on that journey.
Interstate knacking. I don't know. I'm not knacking. How am I supposed to know? And I don't have friends that would probably be discussing interstate knacking with me, and I get to see how they feel or notice how they feel. I don't know. Please, I don't know. Yeah, I'm starving too. Did I just say that? I don't know anything about interstate knacking. Nobody should ask me, I beg.
Interstate dating, interstate hookups, I've never been a fan of it, but whatever rocks your boat, please, I would advise you stay safe before water carry you go where you don't know, or you start saying justice for Uche and justice for Joy.
So, what's my take on interstate knacking as relates to hookups and how this flood has affected it? Well, don't you have connections in other places? Is it only Yenegua? Port Harcourt is not so much affected, so if you're based in Port Harcourt, you should have intel around now. Or you can go to Abuja. But if your business is within Yenegua, Baleo, you wait. The flood don't last forever. Before the end of next month, hopefully, life should, going back to normal. When the desirable is unavailable, the available becomes desirable. So you make do with what you have. Just take credit, you wait. When flood don't go like you go pay your basic from your business.
Oh, interstate knacking. Well, if you like your life, you go wait. Unless you have one fancy helicopter or let's say available helicopter that you just have to enter and go to the person's house. But now this is the right time for you to actually wait. Unless the road is clear for you to move. Else, sit down for house. You will still get money, no worry. Football. Holding my phone, creating music, writing songs, make sure plenty songs. In short, right now there are many songs in my. This flood actually gave me opportunity to sit down at home and write more songs. Y'all are going to be hearing very soon. So I think one of my favorite indoors activities is staying indoors, writing songs that make sense and not just party or that. So this is one of what I would say. So
Okay, because of the flood, my favorite indoor activity right now is binge watching movies. That's what I do. I watch movies all day, every day. That's what I do. Before I would read books and everything, music. But right now, just more movies. That's what I use to keep myself busy. I surf the internet for very good movies, download them, and watch them. That's what I do.
Like I said earlier on, I'm not affected by this flood. But if I were to be affected by the flood, my favorite indoor game or fun would be inviting colleagues over. We could play Never Have I Ever, do a little truth or dare. Interact, talk about the society, talk about restructuring the country in our own little ways, and dance because I love dancing, so dance, do some dancing competition, both of you. But yeah, those are some fun things I would have done.
You've heard it from the guys. We were also affected, but by the grace of God, the show must go on. As I said earlier, I'm wearing flip-flops because I can't afford to go back home without getting myself soaked in the flooded streets. Anyways, my name is Henry Kalama Jr. and I trust you've been entertained in such trying times. Let me just put this out there. If you are in a position to help someone, I urge you to do so because, these are trying times again. These are trying times. So I hope you, if you're a Christian, not to get all religious again, but if you are a Christian or a Muslim, whatever denomination you find yourself in, I pray you reach in to that spot that, that your conscience is located and help the next man who is in need. It doesn't have to be a ton of cash or a box of food. Just in your own little way, it could go a long way to help and enrich the life of the next person. Yes, before I leave, if you are a government official or personnel and you have the capacity or what it takes to reach out to those persons in the various IDP camps across the state capital, we beg you, we plead with all we have that you do so because you're human. Like I always say, the show is going to be a lot better in the upcoming season. You might you don't want to miss out on that. This right here is a special episode. On behalf of the Real Gang, my name is Henry Kalama Jr., and this is Real Talk.